The main event this weekend, a big one. Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. Main event of UFC 290, Volkanovski versus Rodriguez. This is a really big matchup here and a risky one here for the champion, Alexander Volkanovski. This is a tough one for him. It is. Yair Rodriguez, he has a out of everyone, even Tapiria, I would say, has more of a chance to dethrone the champ Volk than anyone. Even Holloway. I know Holloway beat him, but who stands a chance more against Volk? Stylistically, it's Yair Rodriguez. I know Ortega's up there as well, but Ortega doesn't have the stand-up skill like Yair. And Yair, I'd say, I'll say this comfortably as well. I think Yair has closer I think Yair's closer to BJJ's skill to Ortega than Ortega's stand-up skill is to Yair. Ortega does have better jiu-jitsu than Yair by far, but Yair's, Ortega doesn't stand a chance in the striking against Yair. We saw that in their fight. I like Volk in this one, though. I think Volkanovski's going to win. I think he'll defend the belt again. Yair's going to look really good, though, here. And I think this will be like a 48-46 decision win for Volk. Actually, no. I know in the full card prediction they said maybe Volk would get a 48-46 decision. I was thinking maybe decision. I don't think Yair is going to survive. I think Max Holloway is different in chin level. Yair got a solid chin. Took head kicks off Holloway. He has a great chin. Took bombs off Emmett. We know he has a good chin. Took shots off Stevens. The one before against Ortega. He was sculling Ortega easily. I think we're going to see a late round TKO here for Volk. Into like ground and pound TKO. I think Volk is going to get dropped early here. I think Yair is going to put up a hell of a 2 rounds. First 2 rounds are going to be close. It's going to be very competitive. I just think Yair is going to lose. We've seen more holes in Yair's game than maybe like a Holloway. Yair does have holes in his game. I look at his fight style, Yair, and I'm like, Josh Emmett just got embarrassed by Ilia Topuria badly. Completely embarrassed. Not even a close fight. Some scorecard had it 50-42, but he got 5-0'd by Topuria quite comfortably. And he beat Josh Emmett, which is a good win. It was a good win against Josh Emmett. And he looked awesome in that fight against Emmett, but how do we really... Yair was planned to win that. Because Emmett, he was coming off robbery decisions over Calvin Kattar and arguably Danny Ige, but that's neither way. That's a matchup where you can decide who won. But he did lose to Calvin Kattar. I know that for sure. And arguably Danny Ige, but, he does have holes in his game, Yair. Nobody in his entire career will chop at his legs. No one. No one will chop at his legs. Josh Emmett, you'll never see him throw a leg kick ever. He's always overhand, left overhand. He's just a KO artist. That's it. Because this is why Josh Emmett, in my opinion, is he's a little bit trash, in my opinion. Overrated. I never thought Josh Emmett was that good. And now it's kind of coming out that he's not that good in hindsight. This is why Topuria beat him and Yair beat him. Brian Ortega will never throw leg kicks. He's more of a boxer. We'll get jiu-jitsu off here and there if he needs to. But overall, he's a boxer. KO'd Frankie Edgar. Max Holloway. Throwing leg kicks here and there now. But I know Yair has really good checks. And he's really good with that. I just don't see how it's going to go well with Volk. Inside leg kick from Volk. Quick in. I don't know how that's going to play. So I really do see this being a tough one for Yair. I think he's really good. Jeremy Stevens. he doesn't throw leg kicks at all. We'll here and there do it, but he's not dynamic with it. Just an inside leg kick. But Volk's going to be dynamic with it. You know? It's Volk. He'll go inside. He'll do it when you least expect it. Volk's a good game planner. If Yair wins this, good for him. He's a fucking beast. I just think Volk is going to chew up his inside leg, because these guys haven't been able to done it. Max was the closest guy. And even then, Max is not much of a kicker. He's a boxer from Hawaii. You know? Jeremy Stevens, is a boxer. Of course, he has that line with McGregor. I'm the hardest hitting 145er out there right here, right now. Of course. Chan Sung-jung, Korean zombie. Won't throw leg kicks. He's a straight up boxer of a good chin. You know? Frankie Edgar. He's a good boxer with some wrestling. BJ Penn. Same thing. Good boxer with some good jiu-jitsu. Kind of like Ortega in that situation. But not anymore. BJ Penn doesn't have good jiu-jitsu. Back then, when he was in his prime. But I just don't see this one going well for Yair. I don't. I think he's got a really good chance of winning. I just don't. I'd say it's 65-35 Volk. It's really close. Yair's good. I just see so many holes with him. He's improved his BJJ recently against Emmett, which I know was a good win at the time. But Emmett's not Volk. And Ortega, he kind of subbed Ortega. I'm going to give him the credit there. He did kind of put Ortega in a situation where Ortega injured his shoulder, so I'll give him that. If Ortega can't sub Volk with the tightest guillotines or triangles, I just don't see how Yair will be able to do that. And Ortega, I think he has better cardio than Yair. And Ortega, although he might get beat up here and there, he'll still keep coming. I just think Yair's going to lose. Plus, Holloway was drowning him in the later rounds. I don't see this one going well for him. Now, Volk, he should have arguably won against his Makhachev, man. He looked great against Islam Makhachev. Looked great in that fight. He did look good. I don't see Yair doing much. He did get dropped here and there, Volk, but Volk has a good chin. You know, Makhachev's pretty decent in the fit. You know? And Holloway dominated him. I just don't see it. Holloway did drop him with some head kicks in the second fight, but that was when Volk got it was some circumstances for that to happen, because you woke up in the middle of the night by USADA. Yeah, that wasn't the best night for Volk, and he still won that fight. 3, 4, and 5. Still should have won that fight. I think that Volk's gonna... I just think Volk is gonna win. He didn't expect head kicks from a boxer Max Holloway. He's gonna expect it from a kicker in Yair who won't... It's not like Yair does have good boxing, but Volk, he comes in, he showed this against Islam Makhachev. He went in with a big body shot. And he lands inside tapping leg kicks in all of his other fights, other than against Makhachev, where he was kind of hesitant because the takedown was there. That's where it wasn't against Holloway, Korean Zombie. Ortega's not going to out-grapple him offensively like a Makhachev can. And he still held up against Makhachev and should have won. Should have won 3-2. And could have won the 4th round on damage, which makes it 4-1. So, Volk arguably should have won that fight against Makhachev, in my opinion. But I think he's going to beat Yair. I think he's going to. I think Yair's going to drop him early. It's going to be patient. They're both going to see what they have early. Volk's probably going to think, it's an early out process. Bang! Head kick from Yair. Yair's all over him. Volk's kind of shooken. He's staying composed and calm, though. Yair wins round 1. Close round 2 again, where maybe Yair's ahead. and Yair maybe wins round 2 by, like, rocking Volk at the end. I can see someone being off early for Volk. I can see this being like a Max Holloway type performance in the second fight, but instead I can see a finish at the end. That's why, and I can see some wrestling mixed in. He did mix in some wrestling against Max in the second fight as well. I'm picking him to win. I'm picking what's his name to win. I'm picking Volk. I have to. He's good. He's composed. He's so fucking good. Yeah, I think Volk's gonna get it done. I think so. Yair's good though. I think he'll win the first 2 rounds. Round 1's Yair. Round 2's either way. Volk starts to do good in round 3. Round 4, Yair's slowing down. I could see this being, I see round 4 being close to a 10-8, but Volk gets a dominant round with the grappling. Round 5, Volk's landing shots. Yair's having a busted eye. Could see it being called off. Maybe a doctor stoppage, but I could see it at round 5. Ground and pound TKO. I could see it being like a round 5 TKO of ground and pound. 2-minute mark for Volkanovski. I could just see it. I don't think Yair will survive a decision like a Max can. Yeah, and Korean Zombie has a good chin. I think Yair's gonna lose. I think he's gonna lose. Personally. We'll see though. I got Volk. 5th round TKO. We'll see. I do got 5th round TKO for Volk. To see him getting it done, ground and pound. And Yair just done. Plus, I think all the Mexican champs will lose, by the way. I think this will be a big fail for the UFC. I think Moreno's gonna, I'll make a video about that tomorrow. Moreno Pantoja. But I think Moreno's gonna lose. Aldana already failed her title shot against Nunes. And I think Grasso's gonna lose to Shevchenko. Could all go well. Could all go wrong. Maybe Moreno wins and Grasso and Yair lose. Maybe one of them stay, but we'll see. I got Volk. Winner of this one. If it's Yair, we run back the Volk rematch. If it's Volk, Tapiria fight in Australia. Let's make it happen. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I got Volk. Getting it done. Yair shows so many holes here and there in his game. Max drowned. I know Yair has massively improved since, but it was only like a year and a half ago when Holloway, like early on it was competitive, but Holloway took him down later rounds, and Yair couldn't do much. Same with Stevens in round 3 of their rematch. And plus Yair has one of the sorriest ground pound I've ever seen in my life. Light ground pound, pathetic ground and pound. I can't predict that to be a champ. And he's not a champ right now. He's an interim champ. You can't. UFC's calling him a champ. It's so much pressure. And Yair, first big main event, International Fight Week, big main event, first time. Like, I know he's headlined events before, but this is a big title fight, big moment. You know, I know he fought Emmett, but it was a co-main event in Australia. This is in Vegas. Big moment. Everyone's gonna be watching. Volk's been here, done this. Against Holloway, against TKZ, against Ortega, against Makhachev. I got Volk. Yair's good though, but Volk and still. Peace.